As a creator whose livelihood relies on staying ahead in the content game, like many others, I feel that same pressure to keep up with AI. After all, we're repeatedly being told that if we don't adapt, we'll get left behind. But initially, I did struggle. It was in mid-2023 when I knew I should take AI seriously, but I didn't. Because there was just so much noise and it just felt so overwhelming. And it wasn't until 18 months later that I actually got serious. And since then, I've been consuming everything I can, as well as implementing AI extensively in my creator business. So, I know the feeling of overwhelm and the feeling of getting left behind, but knowing what I know now, I can confidently say that you're not behind yet, because it doesn't take much to get a handle on AI and to start feeling like you're surfing the wave instead of being drowned by it. All you need is the right roadmap. So, in this video, I'm going to share the 3 biggest challenges holding creators back with AI and the exact solutions to overcome them and future-proof yourself as a creator in this new AI age. Up first is roadblock number 1, AI tool overwhelm. It feels like every other day there's a new model in the news, new features to existing models, and let's not forget the mountain of spin-off tools that are spawned from these new models and updates. And with so much talk and marketing behind them, it's easy to feel like you need to be using all of them. But the truth is, a lot of these tools will do similar things, and most won't even be fit for your purposes. So here's the first bit of good news. You probably don't need 90% of what's out there. The trick is knowing the 10% you should focus on. A calming way to think about it is to consider content creation before AI. Did you need every tool on the market to achieve your goal of creating great content that got attention and grew your business? No. You found and used the tools you most liked and the ones relevant to your needs, and AI is no different. Now you just need to build your own AI Essentials toolkit, which basically means figuring out the fewest tools that cover the majority of your needs. And here's what I did. Step 1 is to identify the biggest workflow bottleneck. For example, let's say it's researching real events for a video. Step 2 is to test the tools. I wanted real quotes around a particular topic in my video. I'd already played around with ChatGPT a little bit, so I started there. But while the results looked good, I quickly realized that it just made quotes up. This is called hallucination, by the way. Not good. So I went searching and quickly found that Perplexity seemed to be a leading research tool. So I gave it a try. And it stood out as being a much better option, providing detailed reports and links to sources, so that became my research tool of choice. Step 3 is to continue learning that tool. I kept using Perplexity for different research tasks, taking the time to learn how to best use it. And because I felt it comfortably provided what I needed, it's now in my toolkit. And that's where it will stay until I feel it's not providing what I need or I'm seeing something better, something we'll talk about in a minute. As a less successful example, I was looking for a tool to provide very specific B-roll, and I heard good things about Kling AI. But after multiple attempts and some questionable output, I decided it wasn't quite there yet, so I didn't put it in my toolkit. And a quick side note on this, Google recently released their video generator VO3, which has a lot of excitement around it. So that's the next video tool I'm going to be testing as part of this process. Okay, roadblock number 2, update Bombardment. What we've just covered is a great way to begin leveraging current AI tools in the most efficient way. But like I said before, things move so fast, it can still create that sense that you're not keeping up or make you feel like you need to keep switching to different tools. Something to realize is that these tech companies are in a fierce battle for market share, and their job is to sell their products by iterating fast and selling you on new features. Now, these features rarely change what AI can do fundamentally for you as a creator, but sometimes they do, so you need a way to stay up to date. So step 1 is to find your sources. You need to build a small pool of sources that will keep you up to date with the latest trends in AI. To do this for the broader changes on a macro level, I recommend signing up to a few newsletter curators to find the 1 or 2 you really want to stick with. Now, these are the ones that I've found most useful, with Rundown AI being my favorite and the one I look to the most. I'd also suggest finding a small number of creators who you enjoy learning from, and more specifically, who are using AI for the same problems that you face. So if you want to continue learning how to use AI in a creative sense, that's exactly what we do here. So if you could just subscribe. Okay, step 2 is to learn. As each issue comes in from the newsletter, I'll quickly scan the key headlines and overview to get a sense of what's changing and if it would be relevant to me. If I feel it is, I'll do a bit more research to understand it on a deeper level. Or if you see a creator dropping a new video talking about a new way they're leveraging AI, give it a watch and see how you could potentially do the same in your own creative workflow. And I know this might feel like a chore at this stage, and it definitely did for me at first, especially if you've got lots of other things to be worrying about. But even just spending 30 minutes a day on this will make a huge difference in how you feel about the AI landscape and your ability to keep up with it. Okay, this is great, but all we've done so far is learn by consuming information. How can we turn this into action to truly become AI native as a creator? This leads nicely onto our third roadblock, the fear of replacement. No one wants to get left behind in this new world, but what does left behind even mean? Well, the effort needed to create content has basically gone to zero. Now, the vast majority of that content is still going to be garbage because you need to know what good content really is to be able to make it, AI or not. But between the tidal wave of AI generated content and the smart creators who are using it to create better content faster, it's going to become increasingly difficult to get seen, particularly as a new creator. So the solution is to become future-proof. And there's going to be two main ways in which you can do that. Solution one is to take action on what you're learning. You do not need to be the foremost expert in AI to start benefiting from it. In fact, if you try to be, you'll probably never get started because there's just so much to learn. Instead, as you're learning about the new developments in AI, consistently bring it back into the context of your existing workflow and consider if it could help any part of it. If it can, block out some time each week to play around with a new tool or a new update you've heard about. It's only through play and ultimately by adding it to your toolkit that you'll start to feel more and more proficient with AI. You need to become an AI first creator and slowly, over time, working to leverage it to create better content faster. And solution two, and the most important, is to lean into you and your mission. I truly believe that there are some creators who fundamentally need to change the type of content they're making and how they're showing up in that content. If you're creating content that provides basic information or steps to solve very specific problems, and that's all you do, I think you're in trouble. Getting information to complete tasks is becoming increasingly easy with AI, and in many cases, people don't need to watch a 5 or 10-minute video to get that information. What AI won't replace though is humans' desire for connection and community. To bake that into your content, think about what you're trying to help people achieve in a broader sense. Take this channel for example. This video here is to help you get a handle on AI and start implementing it, but my broader mission is to help creators build businesses and create freedom for themselves doing work they love, just as I did. And all the content to come on this channel is here to serve people on that mission. Now, some people will come for that specific information, but some will begin to understand I'm here to help them with something greater, and they'll stick around because of that. Simon Sinek once said, "A community is a group of people who agree to grow together." And by providing valuable information wrapped up in your own unique story, values, and experience, it will bring people together who care about a shared mission, creating a community in the process, which is something very difficult to replicate with AI. Really think about the broader goal you want for your audience. Center your content around that goal while sharing more of you, and you'll make yourself irreplaceable. So you're not falling behind with AI, and we're really just only at the beginning, and it won't take you long to catch up using the steps I just outlined to make yourself future-proof. Now, if you've got this far into the video, I just want to say a massive thank you. This is my first video on this channel and the start of a very exciting journey for me, and it would be my honor if you would come along with me. But outside of that, thanks once again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.